So, back with another private seller video. These two guys here to the right of me, brothers, yeah?
Yeah.
Yes.
Aaron
And Jazz.
and Jazz, yeah?
Yeah.
Wicked. Thanks for coming down, man. Where'd you come from today?
We live by Windsor.
Okay. Oh, wicked. Nice. Is Windsor a nice? Obviously, I know it for the castle. Is it a nice area?
Quiet area.
Is it?
Quiet,
Yeah.
Have you always lived there then?
No, we lived in Hounslow before, about 11 years, and then moved
wicked.
out.
Yeah, so just to the outskirts, because we still work around Heathrow.
Yeah.
We operate trucks around the Heathrow area.
When you say operate trucks, you drive?
Yeah, I
drive.
drive.
You're driving trucks?
Both of us,
I manage
yeah.
the drive.
Really?
Yeah.
You're on the road in the truck, yeah?
Yeah.
How old are you then?
20.
Really? Well, that's amazing, isn't it?
He drives, well, he's got his own dedicated 44-ton Arctic, and I manage him, get all the drivers in, manage the shipments and whatnot. And
So what are you just generally delivering stuff? Is that?
we import our own fruit and veg
Okay.
into the UK, and we wholesale into the markets.
Okay.
So up and down the country now. We're
So
trying to grow out now.
So the pair of you are just out on the road all the
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
You got other drivers as well?
Yeah, so we have 14 drivers in total at
That's
the moment.
amazing.
9 trucks. Got a 10th one on the side. We're still trying to
Fix it up.
fix it up and do it
Okay.
up and
They're expensive, aren't they, trucks?
yeah, incredibly so.
Reasonably priced, yeah.
Yeah. So when did this journey begin with this business?
Our dad, because he's been in the industry for about 20 years.
Yeah.
Really?
So we've always been around him going on the trucks from a young age.
He's been going on the truck since about 6 months.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I should say this on camera or not, but he's,
Yeah, okay, well, that's good though.
Yeah.
Go on.
he learned before me. He actually passed his Arctic license well before me.
That's so cool. Well done, man. That is unbelievable. So at 18 you could drive an Arctic.
Yeah.
That is amazing. Yeah, sorry, carry on.
Yeah, and then we just sort of went from there and grew. From like 2 years ago, I injected myself in the business, and we went from 2 trucks to 3 to 5. Now we're at 9. We've got 10th one parked up, but you have to have a license to operate trucks, so we're trying to expand our license, and then hopefully this year busier and busier.
Busier and busier. I think I'm feeling good for 2025. I think it's going to be a good year for
hopefully,
everyone.
yeah.
24 was a tough year,
yeah.
generally for a lot of us, and I think this year's going to be good. It's a good story. How's Dad? Is he all right?
Yeah, he's good,
He's
yeah.
resting today.
Is
Retiring
he?
now,
That's
slowly.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
How old is he?
He's 49. He's going to be 50 this year.
Your dad's 49.
Yeah.
Well, he's young then, isn't he?
Very young.
Wow.
He's been working since his teens. He started driving trucks when he was 12 in India with his uncle, and then India is obviously a lot bigger than the UK. Just our state alone is bigger than the UK. But he's driving up and down there, Himalayas. So he's done all of those sort of dangerous routes.
Really?
Came here. He worked here out and about, working as mechanics, working in warehouses, and then he went back to trucking because that's what he loved.
And so, and the grocery thing, was that like something that he'd always, how's that come about?
His mate used to have a freight forwarder, used to clear goods for other companies, mostly fruit and veg, and the odd snacks here or there. And then we sort of went from there, started importing our own goods and started delivering to all the markets ourselves.
Honestly, that is such a nice story. It's nice, even like, I can resonates with me a lot, being a family business, working with my niece, my little boy Kai comes down here a lot as well.
Yeah.
It's nice to see
brothers as well.
my brothers as well, of course, we're all working together. It's just, it's good. You don't clash at work at all, no? You get on.
No.
Odd occasion when the weather's like this and we're working under a trailer and
Or there's
Stand.
breakdowns or something,
fingertips,
Yeah.
Then you're sort of on top of each other and you're getting a bit peeved.
A bit like me and Amar, he annoys me every day. So you popped down today to sell your Discovery 5,
Yes.
and how long you had it for?
3 months, coming on 4.
Okay, so you ain't had it long then?
No.
He bought it on a whim, unfortunately.
Yeah. Now I'm trying to buy a house now, so I have to get rid of it for the stamp duty.
Yeah.
Stamp duty, man.
Yeah.
It's annoying, isn't it? Okay, so have you got a car that you run around in yourself then?
Yeah, so a year ago I bought an Audi A4,
Okay,
and then I bought another car, and I bought this one as well.
okay.
So, bit of a car buying addiction at the moment.
Is that from inspired by YouTube content by any chance?
A bit of that, and a bit of like just wanting more cars. Like, you just wake up one morning, you're like, I want that car. I really like that car. I want to go buy it now.
Browsing Auto Trader,
Yeah.
and you're just constantly looking, aren't you? What do you drive?
So currently it's a GLE and
Nice.
the Tiguan that we came in today.
Okay, nice.
I've been driving this around a lot more than he has because I like my SUVs. And then my little weekend tour, I've got an E46 and we've got a 124, an old Mercedes.
Okay.
And that's basically, once this goes, that's going to be his weekend toy.
Really?
Yeah.
Drive his Audi
That's
to
amazing. Got a fair few cars around you then.
Yeah, and
That's
then,
good.
but we spend most of our life in trucks, and we got a work van with all our tools and stuff, so we don't really
course.
get to enjoy the cars as much as we'd like to.
Yeah, yeah.
Hopefully 2025 allows us to grow, and we get a nice place like you have here.
Yeah.
We can put our cars inside, and
That would be nice. You
Yeah.
can admire your cars and enjoy. Well, even have them accessible. So if they were there and available to just jump in and drive home
Yeah.
after a day's work or whatever, that'd be brilliant,
We're
wouldn't it?
two in storage because we don't have the space in our drive
It is.
anymore.
Yeah.
And it's kind of out of sight, out of mind, and you just don't use them, do you?
Yeah.
promised each other, funny enough, that
We're gonna spend money on them every 3 months. We're gonna
every 3
spend a
months we
couple
have
of
to at
them.
least fix something on the car.
Yeah.
Above it.
It's been 7 months now.
Yeah, since August.
I haven't touched them. Haven't moved them out the garage.
And that's exactly what happens.
Starting them up,
I know how that
putting them
feels. Yeah. Yeah. All right. So you ain't had it long. Straight away, I've noticed it's got a bit of damage there. It's annoying because it's on the wing. But it's also on the trim. The trim, do you know what? The trim's possibly savable though. I think the trim's all right. And you could maybe get away with a bit of a smart repair. We actually don't do smart repairs. We generally just paint the whole panel.
Yeah.
And there was another bit there, but
On
they're
the
both
bonnet, yeah.
they're quite random, aren't they?
So when we bought the car, I saw that damage.
Yeah.
That one was once we cleaned it up because it was quite filthy. But didn't understand that someone's obviously attempted to smart repair that and that, but not gone through with it
Not
at all.
finished it. That's what it looks
Yeah,
like.
the plan was to keep the car for a bit longer, get it all fixed up, get all the paints done, and then maybe sell it or maybe keep it. Because we
Yeah.
have so many cars, we're like deciding which one to keep, which one to not. But
Yeah.
because of the rush with the stamp duty, we just have to get rid of this one.
Just yeah.
Yeah.
Fair enough. That's fine. And where did you buy it from when you bought it?
Bought it from auction.
Okay. What BCA?
No, Copart.
Okay. You bought it
Yeah.
from Copart.
Copart,
Really?
yeah.
How
So-
comes this was in Copart?
This was
Unrecorded, I'm assuming it came from a dealer because of how nice it was without any damage, well, other than the little scrapes on it. And there was a few bits of like this trim at the bottom was damaged, so we ended up replacing the trim.
Yeah.
We saw the passenger side front and the driver side rear was curbed. We wanted to get those sorted. We wanted to get the paint sorted. So we were looking around. He was actually looking at increasing the power on them as well.
Oh, really?
yeah.
You're a proper petrol head, you are, aren't you?
Yeah.
That's funny.
And then we live down the road from Wrench Studios, if you know.
Oh, yeah, of course, yeah.
So they are literally 5 minutes away.
Ah.
So we get all of our work, tents, all of that sort of stuff from them.
Nice.
So we've already got quotes to get it done there. And then
Change of direction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
unfortunately he bought, him and my sister went to go look at property.
Ended up
weekend,
reserving the property
They ended up
instead.
paying the deposit there and then.
Oh, so you're
Yeah.
ready, aren't you? You
Yeah,
wanted-
yeah.
like
It's
3
just trying to
weeks
beat
into
the 31st now. So
Okay. Okay. Fair enough.
This or my Audi, and I went, I'd rather get rid of this one.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. What a random thing to be in Copart. Like, in fairness, we've had cars, I say that, we've had cars that are non-categorised that were sent through Copart because there might be a bit of a story with it. But
Well,
yeah,
we did call up Copart. It's just to make sure, because obviously when you buy cars from Copart, you want to make sure they haven't been mangled and rebuilt and
course.
then just pushed through. But even they said there's nothing wrong with the car. When we bought the car, we put it on a ramp at we have a friend mechanic, just to make sure there's nothing underneath that's bent or gone wrong, or someone's like bodged it, pushed it through,
Yeah.
and then we've basically been lumbered with it. But we
Okay.
did do all the checks, and the car is straight, and it's fine. It was just a bit odd that this one was at Copart, unrecorded, no damage.
It's not unheard of though. There is a lot of
Really?
cars in Copart. Yeah, yeah. It's definitely not unheard of. It does happen. It's just the wrong place for it. If it genuinely is a clean, straight car, and it's it's got. I mean, we can see it needs a bit of paint on the front and the wing there, but it was the wrong place for it.
Yeah.
It would have been better off going to a proper auction.
I bought my E46 about 2 years ago, little convertible, and it was keyed all over. So that was obviously, it deserved to be in Copart,
Yeah.
but uncategorised. So I thought that's a nice car to just fix up and paint,
Yeah.
work on here or there.
It's the same
and
again.
It doesn't have to be perfect because it's not a really expensive car.
Nah, you're right. All right, so all the wheels seem to be damaged, and obviously they're diamond cut, so I noticed that as well. This is just looking at the outside of the car. Obviously it's dirty, so it's really difficult to judge the paint or the damage on the car when it's filthy dirty, but it does all seem all right apart from that. How much are you guys hoping to get for it?
Like we told, I believe it's
Jerome.
Rover.
Yeah, my brother
Yeah.
Jerome, yeah.
We said 18 grand is what we were looking for because we know what the market is on these. I know retail, when it's all done up nicely, 22, 23, you can retail it quite
But obviously with all the
trade
scuffs and stuff, we know
and the
that it's
damage.
Yeah,
going to cost to repair.
yeah.
We have got sort of quotes for, but
Little trunk out that tyre there, probably do with maybe being replaced, but like I say, it's just because it's so dirty, it's so hard to tell. But the paint, it doesn't actually look like it's had any paint. It does all look straight. It looks good. Let's have quickly pop the bonnet. I've got to ask the question. How much did you pay for it from Copart? You can either tell me that now or after we've done a deal. I'm just curious. Do you want to hold your cards close to your chest? It's up to you.
We don't mind telling you after.
Yeah.
After? You want to save it for after?
Yeah.
Okay.
And we did have a deal on this.
You got a deal, yeah?
We've got a deal on this,
Okay, wicked. That's good.
We were looking for best part of 2 months back and forth from BCA to Copart to various other places, even Carwell.
Yeah.
And then it got to the point where we were just using car vertical for every single check, and it just got a bit out of hand. So we factored that cost into this as well.
Okay, really. So yeah, you want to try and make a bit of a profit then, really?
I think at this point we just want to be able to get our money out of it.
Close as possible to how much we've got for it.
Yeah.
Just because of the deadlines, but don't want to rush sell it for like too less.
Yeah.
Where it's like it's a complete loss entirely.
All right, sound. All right, fair enough. Yeah, I think the whole bonnet's going to... I'm holding the bonnet here because I've noticed there's a bit of damage there, a bit more there.
And I think there's somewhere...
There's a line there.
It's hard to tell what's dirt and what's...
Yeah.
So the bonnet's definitely going to need painting, isn't it? Yeah. All the screws and the bolts and everything look standard. Nothing's been tampered around with under here. And then history, did you get paperwork?
For service history, yeah.
Yeah.
And we serviced it ourselves
when we got the car.
Because it hasn't been a year, but we just didn't trust the oil. They don't have dipsticks, and you have to warm them up to check, and we didn't know if the oil was any good, so we just took it out, flushed it, and put some new oil in. Oh,
nice, okay. And did you get 2 keys with it when you bought it?
Yeah, 2 keys, yeah.
That's good, that's brilliant. All right. Sorted. There's nothing more I need to see on the outside. Interesting one, boys. Very interesting one, isn't it?
Yeah.
All right, so what we'll do is... we'll just jump inside. We'll do the car vertical. It's freezing out here, isn't it?
Yeah.
It is cold. We'll jump inside, do the car vertical. We'll have a look at valuations. Obviously go for a drive, make sure it drives all right, and then we'll see what we conclude near the end, yeah?
Cool.
Brilliant.
Sorted.
Yeah.
Guys, just quickly, if you want to buy or sell a car, whoever you are, I've built a platform, enterreg.com, which is a place where you guys, my followers, can buy cars off of each other. Yes, so it's no longer just for the trade, it's now open for everyone to use. Simply sign up now. You do not need to be a car trader to place a bid, and if you've got a car you want to sell, you can list it for free. I'll link enterreg in the description below, and for those that are unaware, it's a platform that me and my family have built ourselves in-house, and we are mega proud of it.
At the back.
Cool. Let's get it started up. See out. I've got them in the back. Yeah. So it's a HSE luxury, yeah.
Yeah.
Which is like the.
It's the only spec we wanted.
Yeah, same as. If I was getting one of these, it would have to be the same spec as this.
I don't know if they do it. They don't do an aerodynamic in the Discovery 5s, do they?
Not as far as I know, nah.
Or is it just a pack?
I think maybe, but the HSE luxury is like
the top of the range.
Yeah, it is top of the range. Yeah, I love a Land Rover. We're actually proactively trying to buy more Land Rovers at the minute because I like them. They're good for business. I mean, they have their issues. I was going to say if you had any issues in it, but you ain't had it long at all, have you?
That was one thing that we obviously are wary of as well because their track record isn't the best. But it's sort of a thing you do with any car as well. You can buy any car and they have
Exactly,
issues.
You're spot on.
I work with a lot of hauliers and transporters, and they all will have Land Rover products, whether it's the new Range Rovers or the new Discoveries or the new Defenders. Whether commercial or not, some of them got deep pockets and they'll always buy
a Land Rover. Yeah.
It's not reliability, it's more the way they drive. Nothing drives on the road like a Land Rover.
I agree. I do love them. I know, granted, like an X5 a better, or an X7 or whatever is a better car than this, but I just like a Land Rover. I think everyone.
I think it's the curb appeal that does it as well.
I think it is. Yeah.
One, it's like
I do like them.
Like this overshadows the GLE in our drive. The GLE looks like a toy.
But even that, yeah. But the GLE's a nice car. Well, you mean like the size of this?
Yeah, the size of this.
It's a big car.
It just towers over it.
Yeah.
And that's with the suspension down when you put it up.
It's a big car.
Yeah.
Is it 7-seater as well?
Yeah.
7 seats.
Doesn't it? It's got the roof in the back as well. The opening.
The moonroof. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Mileage. Oh no, the mileage is on 66616. So it's done 66,616 miles.
Yeah.
Cool. Because I was saying to you, we got offered a high mileage one. It had done double the miles of this one, and I got confused. I thought that this was the high mileage one.
Yeah.
And when I looked at the damage, I thought, oh, this must be it. And then you said the mileage. I was like, what? But yeah, but proactively trying to buy Land Rovers, everyone. So if anyone out there wants to sell a Land Rover, do get in contact because we definitely want to buy more. So let's pull up The car vertical. So you've done a car vertical on it, yeah?
Yeah.
Have you done one recently? So you've done one when you bought it, because sometimes things can change.
Done one about 4 times just to make sure
Just to
nothing changes.
triple check, yeah? That's good. As ever, Car Vertical is sponsor of this video, sponsor of my channel. I'll link them in the description below. Use my code CCD to get 20% off. Did you use my code when you done it? Yes. You got your 20% off, wicked. And yeah, it's all good. Mileage is all good. No finance, no damage, never been stolen before. And mileage, got the graph there. So did you get a V5 with it when you bought it?
Yes, we got.
Or did you have to apply for one, or did it?
No, we got.
Oh, brilliant. Okay, brilliant. And so, just looking at what month did you guys get it? I'll have that one here.
I think it was end of October.
Okay.
And we got it, or mid-October. Because when you buy it, when they get delivered, they don't have like a week delay in it.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, yeah. October 2024. That's you there. It's got 18 records. Loads of. That's why I said a private player. I'm just so curious to what it could have ended up in Copart because of a repossession. Could be a repossession.
Yeah, I mean that makes sense. I was assuming a finance handback maybe.
Yeah, that Copart obviously got lots of relationships with finance companies, finance companies, and insurance companies. So that could be the case.
I spent 10 years in the trade working for main dealers, and whenever we had stock come in, when Copart became a thing, we would send quite a few cars. At least at Vauxhall, we sent quite a few non-brand cars to Copart. Really?
So you just had the MOT, well, you had the MOT done in November as well, yeah?
Yeah.
So that is all good, which is exactly what I want to see. Obviously, I'm feeling a bit like it's come from Copart. I'm still questioning why did it come from Copart, but it all seems really good. And that's obviously why I do my checks, to make sure that everything's good. It's all green ticks. Just scroll back up the top there. That is exactly what you want to see. You'll see all them green ticks. You've always got to use your logic, because sometimes when you look at things, you can pick things up with your own eyes, your own brain. But as far as Car Vertical is concerned, it is all good. Reminder, I'll link that in the description below. All right, so I'll show you an example actually of a crashed one, and we ain't done that for a while. There you go. And there's a good example of what you don't want to see. So if we go to valuations, 4 former keepers, 2017, 3 litre diesel, got no spec list on here, which doesn't matter. It's looking like we've got cap, but we don't have Auto Trader. Cap below is £17,400. And cap clean in the trade is £20,150. The retail value according to cap is £23,000. So, and you guys said you want 18 grand for it, yeah?
Yeah.
All right, so we'll go for driving it and see what we conclude, yeah?
Cool.
Stick that in there.
It's actually funny enough, I watched one of your recent videos where you mentioned you want to buy every Land Rover product because you love them. And I was on the blower. This is, I think it was close to midnight. He's on his way back from Gatwick. And I called him up and I said, oh, find the details, find the Instagram of Calvin, Car Diaries, and then hit him up straight away.
Because I said in the video.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so good. Did I come back to you?
No,
because when we looked at when I tried to search your Instagram, I found like 4 different pages. I didn't know which one to actually send the message to. So I just sent through the email instead. Like, that's still going direct to you.
Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of fake pages. Mine's got a blue tick now, so it's all good. But yeah, I think I do like. I just bought that Defender. In fact, we filmed a video collecting that yesterday. I just like them. I do just like them. And with business, you guys know yourself. Even with your dad, he liked his truck. He liked driving his truck, and you kind of do what you're drawn to. And we're getting offered all these different cars, and sometimes you think it'd just be good to.
I think we're drawn to bigger cars because we drive on
I was going to
bigger
say
vehicles. So like smaller cars to us, like they're nice, but they're not something you want to. I have an Audi A4 Avant, so it's lower down. And ever since driving the trucks, I always wanted a bigger car to drive.
Yeah.
It's almost like you're used to driving so high up. I feel like when you get down low enough, it just doesn't feel comfortable enough.
I was going to say that to you. It must feel weird jumping out of a truck and then into an Audi A4.
Yeah.
It must feel tiny. Like, this is a big car, so this is all right. It's funny, I've got the seat all the way back, and it's just about all right. You'd think, considering the size of the car, they'd give you a bit more leg room.
I think they give more leg room to the rear passenger.
I know.
Even with you all the way back, yeah.
It is massive in the back.
even with the 7 seats up, I mean, I'm not the tallest bloke in the world, but I can sit back there comfortably.
Really?
Out. Yeah,
That's
no
good
issue.
to know, even for anyone like looking for a review on one of these cars, to know that. That's good.
I mean, if you want a full 7-seater, you got this, and you got the XC90 Volvos.
Yeah.
And as much as I love Volvos when it comes to trucks, in terms of cars, I'd still go Land Rover.
But you know, Volvo got that. It's a bit of a brand thing again. Back in the day, there was such a good car. Everyone loved the
definitely.
Volvo.
I think there's reliability with them as well, and the kit you get with them as well is not bad either.
Yeah, no, they do. They're a nice thing, and even the newer ones, they're lovely inside. I know a guy that I do a bit of work with. He's got a Volvo. I think it's an XC90. It is lovely inside.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's not a car for me. But I suppose from a car trading point of view, they're a great car. They're demanded.
I mean, this is the safest car in the world, so yeah, I mean, you can't go wrong with that, especially with a family, and especially when you can get adults in the third row seats.
Yeah.
It's not bad in that shout. It's the whole move to plug-in hybrids and electrics. That's where they have the issues at the moment. It's their 2-litre plug-in hybrid is a really, really unreliable mess. But hopefully they fix that, because it's a beautiful car, and I love the brand. We run Volvo trucks, so we do like Volvo.
So there you go. That's a big thing, isn't it? Volvo trucks. You've got to love a Volvo. Then you can't be slagging Volvos off too much, boys.
Yeah,
They hold your business up.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna floor it. Yeah, it's driving really good.
it pulls really well.
Yeah, for a big car. I mean, obviously my family car is a Range Rover Sport, so it's with the same engine, so I know exactly how it should pull, how it should drive.
They come in 2 different power variants though. They're the 3 litres, if I'm not mistaken, the V6s, because there's one that's 300 brake and the one that's 200 something.
250, yeah. Is this the higher? This must be the high power one, yeah.
I have no way to figure that out.
Yeah, we tried
to
plug in
find
the
out.
OBD2 to see if anyone's erased any codes or anything like that, and to make sure, and more importantly, the chassis numbers match up, because they do like to be stolen here or there or cloned and whatnot. That's always. I'm putting in my managerial hat, because we get that with Sprinter vans. Whenever we look at Sprinter vans, they tend to be cloned.
Okay.
So I was very, very wary with this,
yeah,
and thankfully it came across all good.
That's why we've done so many car checks as well.
Yeah,
just to make sure it hasn't been stolen, it hasn't been recovered, or there's something hiding in its past that's going to come back later and bite me in the arse, essentially.
Yeah. You've got to make sure. It's so important. And even like now, like to some people, they might say, "I'm put off by a car that's come from Copart."
Yeah.
You've just got to satisfy yourself. You just got to keep doing what you can.
Yeah.
Like you guys have done it yourselves. You're saying you've done car vertical. You might have done other checks. You've done visual checks. You've checked. You know, the chassis numbers need checking. I need to do that myself, because that's really important. Just check everything, and if everything's good, then it's good. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, you could just. It will be. We'll conclude that hopefully that it's just a genuine situation.
Yeah.
We've got a little Vauxhall combo van, a 17 plate that we got from Copart just over 2 years ago now, and we've been running that as our emergency vehicle. It's got a bit of tools in there, get a lorry out stuck if need be, and my brother just drives it to and from work as well.
So for you, buying from Copart is a normal thing, isn't it?
It's way to get.
Yeah, I saw the
Especially for
BCA
work-wise.
with Copart with us.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Just
good
to get
though.
something that we need for work for slightly a bit less money.
Yeah. I mean, it's a tough one for me, because I still feel a bit on the back foot, if I'm honest, because of the Copart thing.
Yeah.
But at the same time, so far, other than the obvious stuff that we pointed out, it seems like a decent car. But I feel like my offer is going to reflect that. I just don't know where to. I feel like I do definitely want to get it back and get it on a ramp and have a look underneath.
Yeah.
So I'll make you an offer based on the fact that it's all going to, you know, subject to us having a better look over it.
Yeah.
But I say it to everyone: we do all the checks with the car. We look over the car. You know, we do the car vertical stuff, and also judging the people. You know, when you meet someone, you get a feeling. And I must admit, you guys feel like decent guys. I've got a real good feeling about you two.
Thank you.
You do. You seem like genuine, honest. So that in itself, you know, it screams a lot. You know, it screams volume. So I don't feel like nothing's dodgy here. But at the same time, I've got to make sure, double check, triple check to make sure I cover my arse. So I would pay, I'd be offering you low based on my reservations about the car, and it would be 17.5 grand.
Right, okay.
I think that's where we said we wanted to agree with your brother.
Yeah.
Okay.
Without preliminary, he said 17, and I said, look, 17.5 is our low point, and we're, if you want to know, we're taking a £700 loss on that.
Okay.
It's an £800 loss.
All right, so you made a little bit of a loss, but you've had a car for 4 months.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've driven it for 4 months. Other than the service it's cost us, it's wanted for nothing.
And then from my point of view, it's a little bit, there's an element of risk there, but there is with every car I buy. And hopefully after I'm satisfied, then it'll make a good car, we'll get the prep done, and it'll make a nice bit of stock.
Yeah.
If it turns out that, I don't know, I'm disappointed in some way, I'd actually run around in this car myself. This is a nice car. Like, I've been driving my M3 Touring, and I just don't like running the mileage up on it. And I've been looking at getting a Land Rover to run around in myself, so...
That was actually one of the reasons why I bought it, because of my Audi.
Oh, right.
That was... I mean, I drive on the weekends, but even then, to go out and stuff, you obviously want to make sure... When you're finally getting to go after working like 6 days in the week, you're like, alright, let's just go somewhere far.
Yeah.
So you're racking up almost like 500-600 miles.
Yeah.
And then you're parking it back up, and when you start again, you're like, well, I bought the car at 18,000 miles, it's at 26.
Yeah.
It's been just about a year.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then, even with this, I was also getting hurt by the mileage as well, because like, it's...
You're then racking the mileage up on this
one, yeah. So like, you're sort of like contemplating, which one do I drive and not get hurt about driving it?
Yeah. What we'll do now then, yeah, is 17.5 grand, I'll shake your hand, subject to me just being satisfied with whatever we look at on the way back, yeah?
Yeah.
Cool, so we'll get back, get it on the ramp, just want to check all the chassis numbers. There's nothing more I can do after that, and then subject to that all being good, then we'll send the money, yeah? Sorted.
Brilliant.
Done. So when we got back to Binco, we got the car on a ramp and give it a good looking over. We looked out for any previous accident damage, checked all of the usual mechanical stuff, and obviously checked the chassis numbers as well. And as much as we looked, we couldn't find anything wrong with it, which of course is good news. So we went ahead and paid the guys 17.5 grand, and we've since had the wheels refurbed, had that little bit of paint done. We got a new windscreen fitted as well because we noticed a little crack on the old one, gave the car a machine polish and advertised it for sale. A massive thanks to Jazz and Aaron for coming down to sell their car. If you've got a car to sell, you can either email details to sales@binco.co.uk, or you can upload it to my other platform, enterreg.com, which is a place where you guys, my followers, can buy and sell cars from each other. You do not need to be a trader to buy on there. Just simply sign up and get bidding. Literally anybody can buy on there. It's just a way of me linking you guys with each other with your cars. I'll link Car Vertical, Enter Reg, and Planet of Dreams in the description below. And don't forget, if you do a Car Vertical check, make sure you use my code CCD to get that 20% off. See you in the next video.